We ready? Good evening, everyone out there in YouTube land. Introducing Peaceful Protester, coming to you live from the 3rd Street Promenade in beautiful downtown Santa Monica. Peaceful Protester, Wade Kelley.
Thank you, Ethan Hiatt. Hello, and welcome to my TV show on the YouTube network with a potential audience of over 2 billion people. Coming to you live from the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica, where I am peacefully protesting and advocating for the homeless here in Santa Monica and in Los Angeles County and in California and the whole US of A. The whole wide world if we could do something about it, but we have to start where we are. And tonight I am here in Santa Monica, California, where I have been for the last 10 years, where I've been singing peace and love songs, and as I have been doing that, I have seen the way that Santa Monica has treated the homeless people here and the poor people, and I started speaking up more and more about homelessness here in Santa Monica, and now I am peacefully protesting and advocating for the homeless first and foremost, and I play some songs too, and I might be entertaining sometimes, not very likely, but I might be entertaining sometimes, but I am here peacefully protesting and exercising my First Amendment rights on this public promenade. Let me remind you, if you are on this public promenade and you are homeless, you have the same rights as the richest person in the whole wide world. That's right, we all have the same rights on this public promenade. Even though they lock up the chairs on the poor people at night, they put the chairs so that nobody can sit on them during the middle of the night because they don't want to see poor people get comfortable. So they've been making it harder on poor people to survive here in Santa Monica and Los Angeles County and in California. And we need to stand up for the rights of everybody to thrive and survive in the richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. That's right. There's no reason for poor people to be sleeping in the streets while rich people are having space races. We can do better than that. We can make sure that everybody who needs a place has one in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. And we've got to keep working towards a better day for everybody. Equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all, because we haven't gotten there yet. If we had, then cities like Santa Monica wouldn't be almost 70% white. That's right. When you push out the poor people, you push out a lot of people of color. And we need to make sure that we keep integrating our society because we haven't gotten there yet. And don't let anybody tell you different. Don't let them say, oh, we don't need to talk about race anymore. We don't need to talk about equality or diversity because we've already gotten there. No, we haven't. It is still 10 times more likely for a young black man to go to prison in California than a young white man. And that's just the way it is. It's a shame, and we need to work at it. We need to make sure that everybody can have the basics, that everybody can have a good public education, that everybody can have have more stability in their childhood, that everybody can have a decent place to live, that everybody can have good quality health care. We can do these things. We live in the richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. There's no reason for us not to do better. There's no reason for us to settle for things the way they are. There's no reason for us to say, oh, there are 800 miles of public beaches here in California, and mostly rich white people live next to those public beaches. Why is that? There's no reason for letting the rich people push all the poor people away from their public beaches and making it harder and harder for them to enjoy their public beaches that we all own. That's right, we all own the public beaches, and cities like Santa Monica, and they make a nice profit off of our public beaches. We need to make our beaches more accessible to poor people. And we need to keep integrating our cities, because we've got too much segregation in cities that are rich. You know, when you push out all the poor people, you're going to push out a lot of people of color. And that's what's been happening in many of these cities here in California. And we're supposed to be the progressive place. We're supposed to stand up for human rights. We're supposed to be working to make things better. And we have a governor who criminalized homelessness. He asked the Supreme Court to help him criminalize homelessness in Grants Pass versus Johnson. That's a shame. We need leaders who really want to help lift people out of poverty and make things better for people. See the people living in the street, ain't got no money, ain't much to eat. They're not too proud to take your crust of bread, just looking for some place to lay their weary heads. What's the problem that brought them here? The story's long and it isn't very clear. So many roads lead to the street, just looking for some place to lay their tired feet. A lot of people say to me, wait, why are you picking on Santa Monica and California so much? Well, I don't expect the federal government to do anything for the poor while they have that president in office. He doesn't care about poor people. He would be happy to make sure that the poor people live in servitude the rest of their lives and just serve the rich and powerful in whatever way they want them to serve them. But we need to show that poor people have a place in our democracy, in our society. Thank you, peace. We keep speaking out, keep standing up and speaking out. Use your voices, use your votes. Keep working towards progressive government that will help lift people out of poverty, not condemn people for being poor and push them further out into the desert. That's what we've been doing here in California. Many of these progressive cities, so-called progressive cities. Anyway, we need to show the progressive government can make a difference right here in Santa Monica, California. What's the problem that brought them here? The story's long and it isn't very clear. So many roads lead to the street, just looking for someplace, just looking for someplace to lay their tired feet. I ain't saying they ain't done wrong. I ain't saying didn't help to bring it on. I'm just saying there must be somewhere they belong, and they're looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. All these homeless people living in a ditch with all these empty buildings and tax cuts for the rich. I ain't saying you have to give, but everybody has got a right to live, and they're just looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. You can sweep them out your doorway, tear down their tents. Gonna keep on coming if you keep on raising rents. I ain't saying you have to do good, but why don't you try letting homeless people move into your neighborhood, Santa Monica? Looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. One more time, everybody sing along. Here we go, 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 yeah. You can sweep them out your doorway, tear down their tents. Gonna keep on coming if you keep on raising rents. I ain't saying you have to do good, but why don't you try letting homeless people move into your neighborhood, Santa Monica? Look for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. Don't need your swimming pool, don't need your king-size bed. Just looking for somewhere to lay their weary head. Hey, hey. That's right, they're looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads, and we could help them. We could make sure that everybody who needs a place to live has one in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. No reason for poor people to be sleeping in the streets while rich people are having space races. No reason at all. It's just greed. It's just plain greed. Greed. That's right. We could end this housing crisis tomorrow if it wasn't for greed. But too many people want to see poor people suffer. That's the sad situation of it. Too many people want to hold on to the power and make the poor people do what they say. And we could end this housing crisis tomorrow. We have enough vacant buildings. We have enough buildings being used for tourism and speculation. I'm just talking about a place for somebody to sleep and eat and go to the bathroom. Just a little shack. We're just talking about little shacks. A lot of people say these homeless people don't want a place to live. Well, they don't want a place to live out in the middle of the desert, pushed out there without any of the people they know or any of the things that they know right here in Santa Monica. There's plenty of room right here for the people that are here in Santa Monica. We're pushing too many of them down the road like so many other cities. We want to help you, but we want to help you somewhere else. That's what so many people say. We want to help the poor people, but we want to help them way down the road somewhere, in somebody else's backyard. Well, I see that Los Angeles, is it Los Angeles County or the city of Los Angeles? Probably funding came from both of them for a new Civic Center downtown. It's going to be, what, $6 billion or something like that? They're going to have to borrow the money because they're in a financial emergency right now. And they're going to borrow money to build a Civic Center downtown because we got the Olympics coming here and we got to push all the poor people down the road and build us a nice big Civic Center so we look like we're doing something. Well, let's repeat Franklin Delano Roosevelt's quote: "The test of our progress is not whether we add to the abundance of those who have much. The test of our progress is whether we provide enough for those who have too little." And if that is the test of our progress, Santa Monica, we're doing a terrible job. We're failing, Santa Monica. Los Angeles County, we are failing. California, we are failing. United States of America, of course, we are failing. I sure wish we had a progressive government that actually stood up here in California and showed people in this country there is a difference between conservative Republicans and progressive Democrats. I wish we had some leaders here who really stood up and said, instead of trying to criminalize homelessness, we're going to build affordable housing. I wish we had some leaders right here in Santa Monica who would say to the people of Santa Monica, instead of using 92 acres, 192 acres of land for just a great big park, we're going to build some affordable housing there. That would be good. That would be smart, wouldn't it? Not one of our city council members are willing to say, hey, maybe we should build a little affordable housing here in Santa Monica. You know, they're building plenty of high-cost, luxury, above market, they call it a below market and above market housing. They got a lot of luxury housing going up here in Santa Monica and very little low-cost, affordable housing. And some of them think, well, if we build enough housing for the rich people, it's going to trickle down for the poor people. Eventually, some poor people will be able to have a place to live here in Santa Monica. Yeah, that's how we've gotten into this mess in the first place, is waiting for things to trickle down to the poor. We need to stand up for the rights of everybody to be able to thrive and survive in the richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. In this fourth largest economy of the whole wide world, California. We're living in California, the land of peace and love. Living in California, place the whole world's dreaming of. Living in California, everything's mostly okay. Living in California, another beautiful sunshine day. Don't let the Trump get you in a slump. We'll get rid of his hump, we're gonna be all right. We're in the land of surf and sand, movie stars, electric cars, and it's a beautiful Santa Monica night. We're living in California, with people of all kinds. Living in California, sure argue a little bit out of our minds. Woo-hoo. Living in California, things could be a whole lot worse. Living in California, rest of the country's moving in reverse. Woo-hoo. Living in California, everything's mostly alright. Living in California, having fun on the promenade tonight. Woo! Now don't get me wrong, we do have some good things going on here in California. Even though we have a lousy governor who criminalized homelessness, our Governor Newsom asked Trump's ultra-conservative Supreme Court to give him the power to criminalize homelessness. I need more power to criminalize homelessness so I can clean up our cities, because I wasted the $24 billion that the taxpayers gave me to build affordable housing here in California. He said, I've wasted the $24 billion that the taxpayers gave me to build affordable housing and help end this housing crisis, this homelessness crisis. And instead, he wanted the power from Trump's ultra-conservative Supreme Court to criminalize homelessness and to tear down encampments and make it harder for poor people to survive during this housing crisis and this homelessness crisis. That's what Governor Newsom has done. I'll be very happy when he's out the door. Don't let it hit you. Keep going. I hope Katie Porter can do a much better job. We need a real progressive governor in the state of California who can show that they can help lift people out of poverty and keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity. I can't believe that Governor Newsom couldn't even get Prop 13 repealed here in California. That has been making it easier for rich people to hold on to property and much harder for poor people to get a hold of property. Anyway, I could go on about Governor Newsom for hours and hours, but we need to think about the other things that we need to do here in California. We need to spend more money on public education. We are the 4th largest economy in the whole wide world, and we are ranked 21st or so in spending on public education. That's a shame. We are ranked 21st of all the states in spending on public education, and we are the 4th largest economy in the whole wide world. We ought to be right at the top in spending on public education. We are also ranked right down around the bottom on the outcome of our public education. We need to spend more money on public schools, low-income area public schools. Keep spending more money on those low-income area public schools until the rich people want to send their kids to those schools. Then you will know you have done enough. Until then, we need to keep putting money and programs and services into those low-income area schools, because we are failing California. We are failing our students, our public school students here in California. We are failing our homeless population. We need to build more affordable housing. We need to show the rest of the country, hey, there is a difference between conservative Republicans and progressive Democrats, and we need to show that progressive government can work, can help lift people out of poverty. So let's get on it, California. I'm living in California with people of all kinds. Living in California, show out a little bit out of our minds. Woo-hoo-hoo. Living in California, things could be a whole lot worse. Living in California, rest of the country's moving in reverse. Let's not follow them now. Living in California, everything's mostly all right, partly all right. Living in California, having fun on the promenade tonight, exercising First Amendment rights. And I hope you get out here on this public promenade and exercise your First Amendment rights. The airwaves are free, and these are the airwaves that we can count on. The other airwaves we might not have control over, but we can certainly have control over the public spaces, the airwaves on the public spaces. Use your First Amendment rights. Speak out. Peacefully protest. I'm living in California. Everything's mostly okay. Living in California. Another beautiful sunshine day. Living in California, the place the whole world's dreaming of. Living in California, go out and spread some peace and love. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey. That's right. Get out and spread the peace and love. Get involved in our democracy, our democratic, constitutional democratic republic. Get out and speak out. Tell your leaders we need to make some positive change in this country. We need to stand up for the poor people's rights. We need to make sure that everybody can have a good public education. We need to make sure that everybody can have good quality health care and a decent place to live. That's not too much to ask in the richest, most powerful country in the world. We can do it. Don't let anybody tell you we can't. It's been done before. The other night I mentioned watching a documentary on Franklin Delano Roosevelt. The American Experience had a documentary about him. And there was a time before Roosevelt, they didn't have government programs to help poor people. They left it up to charity organizations. They didn't have Social Security. It took the government of Franklin Delano Roosevelt to get that through. Say, listen, when people get to be old, they don't need to work so hard. They should have it a little easier, and they should be able to survive. They should be able to live out their final days with dignity and have the basics in life. And that's why instead of all these people talking about Social Security's going to run out of money, Social Security's running out of money, it's running out of money. What they need to be doing is putting more money into Social Security to make sure that it does the job it needs to do, and they need to raise the benefits for people so that they can have a decent place to live, food to eat, health care, and a nice leisurely end to their lives. And for those with disabilities, they need to be lifted up, and we need to make sure that Social Security continues and it helps those that it is intended to help. We don't need to talk about these programs. Oh, we can't afford these programs. Yeah, well, we're affording our billionaires becoming richer and richer and richer. You know, we're breaking new records all the time on Wall Street. That's right, they broke records again today, and still we have more poor people sleeping in the streets here in California and around the country. The rich people are getting richer, richer. The gap is building. The gap is growing between the rich and the poor. And our government needs to stand up, and we need to raise taxes on the rich. 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 Oh, I know it's a simple song, but it's a good one, and one that we need to teach our leaders, our public servants. You know, back in the 1940s and 50s, the highest income bracket paid up to 95% in taxes. I know they didn't actually pay that much, but that was on the books. After you made a certain amount of money, 95% of it could be taxed. And, you know, they paid a lot more in taxes back then than they do now. And we need to raise the taxes on the rich and make sure that every poor person can have the basics, especially as we continue to move into this technological age where more and more of the jobs are going to be going to robots and artificial intelligence and all the furry, cuddly computer toys. That's right. We got computer toys taking over jobs from everybody. So we're going to need to have a way for the human beings to exist without just being thrown out into the streets. We need to stand up for the rights of human beings. There are plenty of rich people that are going to stand up for the rights of their toys. We got rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents, and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people's toys, making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents, and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people and rich people's toys. On the rich people and rich people's toys. That's right, tonight, all over the United States, we have warehouses and warehouses filled with rich people's toys, all these computers, all these artificial intelligentsia being taken care of, being cleaned up, made sure that all their circuits are working just right, being dusted off at room temperature, making sure they don't get too cold or too hot. All of these computers and servers and everything, they're being very well taken care of while they're making the rich people more money, while human beings are sleeping in the streets. We can do better. We need to stand up for the rights of human beings. There are plenty of people standing up for the rights of their toys to make them more money. They got the rich people toys making rich people money, while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents, and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people's toys making rich people money, while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents, and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people and rich people's toys. On the rich people and rich people's toys. That's right, we can stand up for the rights of human beings, because there are going to be less and less human beings working. And we're going to need to stand up for the rights of them to survive and thrive in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. We've got the rich people and rich people's toys. They're taking care of the rich people and rich people's toys. That's right. Every day, more and more jobs will be going to the rich people's toys, and the rich people will be making more and more money, and the poor people will be struggling. How do we survive in this world here, this world that was made for robots, where people don't care about human beings? We need to stand up for the rights of human beings to thrive and survive. Because that's what our government is about. Rich people don't need our government. Rich people are going to do just fine. They have their own security forces, they have their own islands, they have their own space races, they have their own currencies. It's the poor people who need a government to stand up for their rights. Throughout the history of our country, throughout the history of our government has been at its best when it has stood up to bullies. That's right. Our government was at its best when we said no to the King of England. No, we deserve rights to run our country. And then later on, we said no to the bullies who wanted to own people. We said, no, you can't own people. You can't have people as slaves anymore. It took us a while to get there, but we got there. And we ended slavery in this country. And then our government was at its best in 1900, when it started having child labor laws and saying children should have a right to be children and not work in factories or on farms all day. They need to have a childhood. And then later on, we made sure that women had the right to vote in 1920. Then in 1964, we passed voting rights laws that said, no, you can't treat people differently no matter what state they're in. You can't make it harder for people to vote because of their race or their religion, their ethnicity, their beliefs, their gender, whether they're rich or poor. We all have the same rights in this country. And then in 1990, we passed Americans with Disabilities Act to make sure that everybody with physical disabilities or mental disabilities, that we all have the same rights in this country. And we need to stand up for their rights. We need to stop letting people treat people with mental disabilities or physical disabilities as though they are not part of the democratic process. We need to let them have a voice in our democracy. And we certainly need to let people with mental disabilities have a say in their programs that they are put into or that they want to take part in. And then, of course, the Supreme Court stood up for the rights of people to marry the same sex and people to love the people that they want. We all have the same rights in this country, and we need to stand up for those rights, especially if we disagree with somebody. Stand up for their rights to be themselves, and stand up for their rights to speak their mind, especially if we disagree. We need to keep peacefully protesting and stand up against any form of violence. If you are cheering on assassins, you are evil. You need to say no to all kinds of violence, whatever violence there is, especially political violence. That's not part of our democratic process. We need to stand up for the rights of everybody to speak their mind in this country, especially if we disagree with them. It's about peace. It's about love. It's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love. It's about peace. It's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when the peace and love are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about peace. It's about love. It's about hope. It's about joy. It's about bring some home to little girls and boys. It's about joy. It's about hope. It's about enough hope to keep them off the dope. Cause when the hope and the joy are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about joy. It's about hope. It's about you. It's about me. It's about you and me working towards equality. It's about me. It's about you. It's about saying Black Lives Matter too. Cause when you and me are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about you. It's about me. Se trata de paz, se trata de amor, se trata de paz y amor. Se trata de paz, se trata de amor, se trata de paz y amor. Se trata de paz y amor. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yay. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yay. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yay. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yay. Evenu shalom alechem, evenu shalom alechem, evenu shalom alechem, evenu shalom, shalom, shalom alechem. It's about peace, it's about love, it's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love, it's about peace, it's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when the peace and love are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about peace, it's about love, love, love. Hey, it's all about love. That's right, it's about peace and love and working towards a better day for everybody. Because we haven't gotten there yet. We've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy, but we have to do a better job of being kind to the needy and lifting people up no matter their race or their religion, their ethnicity, their beliefs. I hope you are all standing against those who would cheer assassins. Say no. That's not the way to go in this country. We don't believe that assassinations are a way to further our democracy, our constitutional democratic republic. We don't do that here. We stand up for the First Amendment rights of everybody, especially those who disagree with us. If you are out here peacefully protesting, I stand with you, even if I disagree with everything that you say. Because that's what we're about here in the United States of America, is making sure that people have the right to speak their minds, even if we disagree with them. And we'll debate what is hate speech, what brings on violence, what kind of speech could bring on violence and therefore shouldn't be used in public. We'll keep talking about it. We'll keep debating. We'll keep debating things. But we need to stand up for people's rights to speak. And that goes for people who cheer assassins. If you're cheering assassins, you can do that in the United States of America. But that's wrong. That's evil. And you need to be told that. You need to be told that we don't cheer on assassins in the United States of America because we don't believe in political violence. I know it's been used over and over and over, but we need to stand up for what is best, what is right. And that is for everybody to be able to speak their mind, even if we disagree with them. Because that's what this country started out as, even though some people say, we need to get back to God. Those people back in the beginning there, they might have had their idea of their gods, but they all thought each other were infidels. They all thought each other were infidels, even though they worshiped somewhat the same God. And they all thought each other were going to hell. So that's all right. They have a right to believe that each other are going to hell, but they don't have a right to send nobody has a right to try to send anybody to hell, that's for sure.
It's time to lock up the chairs from the homeless here.
Oh, they're locking up the chairs. Oh, they're locking up the chairs. You'll know we're in Santa Monica by the locking of the chairs. That's right. They don't want to see the poor people having a place to sit late at night, because that might show that there are some poor people here in Santa Monica that don't have a place to live. And that's the truth. That's just the situation. And until you build affordable housing, you're gonna have homeless people sitting around in your parks. They've talked about getting homeless people out of parks and off the beaches here in Santa Monica. They've tried every which way to make them feel unwanted. And what they need to do is be part of the solution, building affordable housing, instead of trying to make the homeless people feel like criminals and vilify them and ridicule them and push them down the road. They need to be building affordable housing and helping lift them out of the streets and out of poverty. Just give them the basics. Hey, I don't mind being poor. I don't mind being a poor person if I have the basics. There's not too much I need. I'll have the ocean, and I'll have my guitar, and have some food and health care when I need it. That everybody should have the basics. Because we've got to keep working at it. Haven't gotten there yet. And where was I? Yes, we need to stand up for the rights of everybody to speak their mind in this country. That's the beautiful thing. A very beautiful thing is the First Amendment of our Constitution. Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or of the right of people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. And that's what I'm doing here tonight. I'm telling our government right here in Santa Monica, I'm saying, you guys are doing a terrible job. You need to build more affordable housing. You need to get rid of the pickleball courts over there on 4th Street. Pickleball for the poor, because homeless people don't need pickleball for the poor, because homeless people don't need much more than pickleball. Pickleball for the poor. Pickleball for the poor. Homeless people don't need the front door, they need pickleball. Pickleball for the poor. Oh, we're not going to let them play, but they can watch from far away and dream about that great day when they can earn enough to pay to play pickleball. Pickleball for the poor, because homeless people don't need a front door, they need pickleball. Pickleball for the poor. Pickleball for the poor, because poor folks don't need much more than pickleball. Pickleball for the poor. Oh, we're not going to let them play, but they can watch from far away and dream about that great day when they can earn enough to pay to play pickleball. That's right, over there on 4th Street, near Arizona, they have pickleball courts where they're supposed to be building affordable housing. That is a terrible look, Santa Monica. There's all sorts of things you could do with that property until you build affordable housing. But putting pickleball courts in there is not the thing to do. I don't see too many homeless people being helped by your pickleball courts, that's for sure. But Santa Monica doesn't really work too hard to help. That's why they build pickleball courts for the poor. Pickleball for the poor, because homeless people don't need much more than pickleball. Pickleball for the poor. Pickleball for the poor. Homeless people don't need a front door, they need pickleball. Pickleball for the poor. Oh, we're not going to let them play, but they can dream about the day when they can earn enough to pay to play pickleball. One more time, pickleball for the poor. Everybody join in. Pickleball for the poor. Because homeless people don't need a front door, they need pickleball. Pickleball for the poor. Pickleball for the poor. Poor folks don't need much more than pickleball. Pickleball for the poor. Oh, we're not going to let them play, but they can dream about that great day when they can earn enough to pay to play pickleball. Hey! I'm telling you, we got to keep speaking up. We got to keep speaking out. President Trump was talking about free airwaves here in United States of America. Let me get that straight. Free airways here in the United States of America. That's right. We do have free airways, and we ought to make it easier for people to have a platform on our free airways. Easier for people to have a public square and on our internet somewhere. Something that is publicly funded that will give all the people in our country a place to speak and be heard, and then we could actually debate whether or not what they are saying goes against the First Amendment or is some problem in some way. But right now we're leaving it all up to private entities. We're leaving it up to private media companies. I do hope that the New York Times stands up against the president's lawsuit and they make him back down, because we need to stand up for First Amendment rights. I'll be interested to see the new cartoon movie that Disney comes out with about bowing down to the would-be dictator and pushing their talent aside. That's going to be a new cartoon movie that Disney's going to put out there. How to bow down before the despot. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But we need to keep standing up for equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. Peace and love. How's it going?
Good.
You guys got any new things to tell me about? Anything peaceful that's going on?
We just got kicked out the movies.
You got kicked out of the movie theater?
Yeah.
What were you doing? Hopefully nothing
We
bad.
were literally laughing.
And then they just kicked us out.
Yeah, everyone snitched.
And then when we got
Because
up,
you were laughing?
yeah, and
Yes.
then when we got up, everybody started clapping and then they started booing us.
They acted like they didn't laugh
Exactly. I'm literally 14.
Well, I was just talking about First Amendment rights. And the places that you have a right to speak First Amendment rights, thank you, peace. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. The place that you have a right to speak First Amendment rights, share your thoughts and do whatever you want pretty much, is right here on this public promenade. But when you're in a theater It's owned by those people, so they have their rules. And that's just like the Jimmy Kimmel thing. He was working for a corporation, and if you give all your power to the corporations, then they get to make the rules of what kind of speech is good and what kind of speech is bad. But we need to keep using public airways. Hey, you guys should tell your leaders, say, listen, we need a government-funded platform that, are there any government-funded platforms? They're all privately owned, right? They're all owned by corporations. We should have a publicly run platform where people can get out and speak their minds and do their live streams instead of going through a privately owned platform. And then you can laugh and do whatever you want. come here and laugh. Come here and laugh and see if YouTube keep working for equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. Keep working towards peace and love and speaking out. I want you to get out here on this public promenade and talk about some things you believe, okay? You guys have a great night. Peace. That's right. We need to stand up. We need to stand up for the First Amendment rights, but especially in public places, in public squares. And we need more. Have a good one, guys. Peace. And we need to make sure that we have more spaces for people to share their thoughts. I'm glad these guys told me about laughing. That reminds me of a line that I wanted to say tonight. It's from Jerry Lewis's movie that was abandoned. Jerry Lewis, an abandoned movie that was kept secret for years called The Day the Clown Cried. And it's very difficult subject matter about a clown trying to make kids laugh in a concentration camp. Very, very difficult subject. Well, one of the people said to Jerry Lewis in this movie, they said, if you rule by fear, laughter is the most terrifying sound in the world. If you rule by fear, laughter is the most terrifying sound in the world. I'll double check that quote. But that's a great quote because it's these people who want to control everything, you know, and they want to make people afraid and people do what they say, have authoritarian government types, when they want everybody to not make fun of them, like Trump doesn't want anybody to make fun. If they make fun of him, well, why are they saying bad things about me? Well, because they have a right to do that. And if you rule by fear, laughter is the most terrifying sound in the world. And we need to stand up and speak out and say it's okay. It's okay to laugh at somebody. It's okay to make fun of people in authority. That's what our First Amendment is all about. Of course, the corporations will do as they will and bend the knee for the money, for the money. But we got to keep working towards a better day for everybody because the rich are doing just fine in this country. The rich are going to get by just fine. Don't worry about them. Oh, I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather sit around in my underwear than screw the poor and pollute the air. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather live outside in the open air than try to keep sick people from getting health care. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you sad. Oh, mama, but being poor just ain't that bad. No, it ain't. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you cry. Oh, mama, rich or poor, we're all gonna say We're all gonna die one day. That happens. You know what I'm saying. Say. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather live in a box in the bottom of a ditch than be some stealing, cheating, lying son of a bitch. Rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather walk around without a stitch than be some warmongering son of a bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather walk around without a stitch than be some democracy overthrowing son of a bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you sad. Oh, mama, but being poor just ain't that bad. No, it ain't. How you doing, Christopher? Good to see you, Christopher Fuller. Peace. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you cry. Ah, mama, rich or poor, we're all going to say goodbye someday. Hopefully not tonight. Not tonight. I'm busy tonight. It's not a good night for me. Let's make it a different night. Good. Rich or poor, we're all gonna say goodbye. Now, I don't want you to think that I think all billionaires are evil. Bloodsuckers. Some of them are just sick. That's right. Like hoarders or alcoholics or drug addicts. They just, some of them just get a little bit of money. And then they just got to get more and 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 more. Let's look at Elon Musk. Must we? Now they say he's on his way to becoming our first trillionaire. That's the last thing we need in this country is a trillionaire. What we need to do is raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody in America can have a decent place to live. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have a job that pays a living wage. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have good quality health care. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have a good public education. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have good, a decent life here in this richest, most powerful country in the world. But we will leave Elon with 999 million and see if he can get by. Oh, I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather live outside in the open air than try to keep sick people from getting health care. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather walk around with greasy hair than sell guns and weapons everywhere. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. One more time, everybody sing along, here we go. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather walk around in the bear than see homeless people everywhere. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. Woo-hoo! And I'll keep on working at it. That's right. Peace. You guys have a good night. Peace. That's right. We got to keep working towards a better day. We've done very good job of being kind to the greedy. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. There's no reason for poor people to be sleeping in the streets while rich people are having space races. We got too many of our leaders blaming the poor for being poor and the homeless for being homeless. It's their fault. Their fault because they didn't work hard enough. That's what they say. And we continue to push more people out into the streets every day. The number of unhoused are not going down in California. They're still going up. We need to build more affordable housing, and we need to make sure that people have a living wage. We have too many of our leaders blaming the poor for being poor and the homeless for being homeless. They say, don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. We'll pull the chair beneath your seat, mock you when you fall. We'll tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. We'll say you're mostly lazy and you're filled with the bugs. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and sick. They'll put you in the hospital and spit you out real quick. They'll say you need to rest more and change the way you eat. But they ain't got no medicine to get you off of the streets. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just live in a mansion. All the rich folks want to help you if they could, if they could. All the rich folks want to help you if they could. So they'll take your tent and your bags and stuff and move them to another neighborhood. A little farther, a little farther, a little farther down the road would be good. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't live in your car. We'll find a way to ticket you no matter where you are. They'll say you're near a schoolyard or near a city park. They'll make you move your car all day and give you tickets while you're sleeping in the dark. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just live on a yacht. All the rich folks want to help you if they can. So they'll start a race to outer space to help their fellow man. We are going to build affordable housing up on Mars. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. We'll pull the chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. We'll tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. We'll say you're mostly lazy and you're filled with all kinds of bugs. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. That's right, homeless people. Just be rich. That's right. We need to tell these leaders that they could do something to help people. They could do something to help lift people out of poverty instead of blaming the poor for being poor. and the homeless for being homeless. They can build affordable housing. They can raise taxes on vacant buildings. They can raise taxes on billionaires right here in California. A lot of people say to me, if you raise taxes on the billionaires here in California, they're all going to leave the state. And I say, bye-bye, bye-bye. If you're the kind of rich people that believe that poor people should be sleeping in the streets while you are having space races, you don't need to live in California. You can go move to Texas and take advantage of the people there. We need the rich people in California to say, listen, we believe that everybody should have the basics in this fourth largest economy of the whole wide world. Poor people shouldn't have to suffer to make rich people feel better. We shouldn't have to have poor people doing without, while we have so many that are making records on Wall Street, breaking records on Wall Street, making more and more money. Did you know that there are 18,000 different kinds of cryptocurrencies? 18,000 different ways for the rich people to take advantage of poor suckers? And that's just with the cryptocurrencies. The rich people are doing just fine. We need to find a way to help lift the poor out of poverty and make sure that everybody can have the basics in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. When will we see that day of peace? When will that day of peace appear? We'll keep looking for the day when the clouds all roll away, but we better work on peace on earth down here. When will we see that day of peace? When will that day of peace arrive? We'll keep waiting by and by for it to fall out of the sky, but we better work on peace on earth. How you doing? Peace. Good to see you. To help our children survive. Peace, oh peace, peace. Let's stand up and work for peace. When will we see that day of peace? When will that day of peace appear? We'll keep looking for nirvana, but I think we just might want to work on peace on earth down here. Peace, oh peace, peace. Let's stand up and work for peace. When will we see that day of peace? When will that day of peace appear? We can ask the universe to get rid of this war curse, but we better work on peace on earth down here. We'll keep waiting by and by for it to fall out of the sky, but we better work on peace on earth. We better work on peace on earth. We better work on peace on earth down here. Woo! That's right, we got to keep working towards a better day for everybody because we haven't gotten there yet. We got to keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity. Keep standing up and speaking out against racism and hatred whenever we hear it, whenever we see it. Keep working towards a better day. I know things look bad sometimes now, but we've been in bad times in this country before. I mean, some people are reminded of the McCarthy era right now with people being, this country's been at battle somewhat since the very beginning, and we keep moving forward. We keep overcoming. We keep working towards a better day for everybody, and that's what we need to keep remembering, is that we haven't gotten there yet, and we'll keep working towards a more perfect union. Establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. You know, that was written, that Constitution was written in 1887, but at that time, it only benefited rich white guys who owned property. Those were the only people who benefited from that Constitution when we started out as a new country. But there were people, even back then, who believed in a better day for everybody, who wanted to keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. And we kept working towards it. We kept overcoming the injustices in this country and keep moving towards a better day. And we have to keep doing it today. Don't give up. Like John Lewis said, do not get lost in a sea of despair. Be hopeful, be optimistic. Our struggle is not the struggle of a day, of a week, of a month, or a year. Our struggle is the struggle of a lifetime. Never ever be afraid to make some noise, to get in some good trouble, some necessary trouble. And he was talking about peaceful protest, because that's what they did in the civil rights movement. Peaceful protest. They practiced being spat upon and called names and shoved. And many of them suffered great injury and death. Martin Luther King Jr. among others. And that's just a sad thing, but great progress came from the civil rights movement. And we need to keep moving forward. We'll come through. We'll come through. A better day is on its way for me and you. And we'll come through. We'll come through. We'll come through. Any day, skies of gray will turn blue, and we'll come through. I know times are bad, and I know people are suffering, and so many loved ones are sad. But we'll come through. We'll come through. We'll come through. Oh, yes, we will. We'll come through. We'll come through. Any day, skies of gray will turn blue, and we'll come through. We will come through. We'll come through. We will come through. We'll come through. We will come through. Oh, yes, we will. We'll come through. We'll come through. A better day is on its way for me and you, and we'll come through. We will come through. We'll come through. We will come through. We'll come through. We will come through. Oh, yes, we will. We'll come through. And happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy birthday to you. What's your name? What's Jordan? Jordan. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jordan. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's 19. Well, that's wonderful. Congratulations. You got to work tomorrow? Well, have a great day at work. Peace. You have a beautiful night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Jordan. Peace. That's right. We got to keep working to a better day, and we got to keep enjoying ourselves. Keep having a party now and again, and keep celebrating as we work towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all, and raising taxes on the rich. Raise taxes on the rich. Raise taxes on the rich. Raise taxes on the rich. I know that's just a simple part of it, but it's a part of it. I mean, that's when they were getting out of the Great Depression with the New Deal. They had to raise the taxes on a lot of rich people, and not every program worked right away, but they made a lot of great programs that helped lift people out of poverty. And they lifted generations of people out of poverty during the Great Depression. And they had leaders that actually believed in helping people, lift people out of poverty through government and not leaving it up to the free enterprise, because the free enterprise ain't done too good about making sure that human beings don't have to suffer for whatever they're given. We need to stand up for the rights of every single human being, and we can do it. We can make a better day for everybody. We live in the richest, most powerful country in the world. No reason for poor people to be sleeping in the streets while rich people are having space races. We can do better, and it's been done before. I don't know if you've seen watch the documentary on Franklin Delano Roosevelt on PBS. It's called American. I think Ken Burns did a good one on Franklin Delano Roosevelt also, but this one was the American Experience on PBS. I just saw it again the other night, and we can learn that people actually made laws in the past that helped lift people up today. And they actually started making gun laws back in 1934. They outlawed sawed-off shotguns and Tommy guns, all kind of briefcase guns and other such things. They were looking ahead. They were saying, no, we don't need these kind of things on our streets. And we need people today to stand up and say, no, we don't need to have mass shootings every day in this country. We need to outlaw weapons of war from our streets and make it harder for people that are evil to get a hold of guns. We're not going to end it all. We're not going to end every shooting that ever happens, but we can certainly move in the right direction. That's what government is all about. Too many people say, well, if you outlaw the guns, only the bad guys are going to have guns. Well, that's kind of ridiculous. You make laws against murders, and then only the murderers commit murders. Well, yeah, you make laws so that we all have a guideline to work towards. And if you outlaw certain types of guns, you're going to make it easier for those people who are trying to live in this society without having to own weapons of war. And we can do better. Have you killed a gun today? Have you sent a gun away? Have you helped to solve a crime before it's done? See, the gun won't even mind. It's not part of humankind. Everyone should kill a gun. Everyone should kill a gun. Have you killed a gun today? Have you put a gun away? Have you ended it before its deadly run? See, the gun won't feel no pain. Doesn't even have a brain. Everyone should kill a gun. Everyone should kill a gun today. There's more guns than people in the US of A. Good to see you, Abel. Guns don't feel, they don't bleed, they don't cry. Everyone should kill a gun. Everyone should kill a gun. Now you know I'm not a fool. I know guns are just a tool, but these deadly tools have been ruling us too long. We're in the middle of a war. The enemy's inside our door. Everyone should kill a gun. Everyone should kill a gun today. It really pisses off the NRA. Guns don't feel, they don't bleed, they don't cry. Everyone should kill a gun. Everyone should kill a gun today. There's more guns than people in the US of A. Guns don't feel, they don't laugh, they don't love. Everyone should kill a gun. That's right, we can keep working towards a better day. We haven't gotten there yet. Keep making sure that everybody can have the basics in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. Decent place to live, food to eat, health care, good public education. And we need to make sure that our children don't have to practice active shooter drills every day, that they can learn music and arithmetic and reading and writing and computers. And we can do better. Keep working towards a better day. There'll be tears you'll cry, and your troubles won't be few. There'll be sunny days, and you'll have some good laughs too. So put a song in your heart and walk on down that road. And there'll be lonely times when you will not find a friend. You'll feel a lover's kiss, and then the kiss and time will end. So put a song in your heart and walk on down that road. How you doing, Myrick? Good to see you. You see the road ahead has so many turns. You'll never see what's coming just around the bend. There'll be lots of bumps along the way. Just take a step at a time till you get to the end. There'll be those who say that you were born to lose. You'll be on top of the world one day, and then the next you'll sing the blues. So put a song in your heart and walk on down that road. You see the road ahead and so many turns. You'll never see what's coming just around the bend. There'll be lots of bumps along the way. Just take a step at a time till you get to the end. There'll be those who say you were born to lose. You'll be on top of the world one day, and then the next you'll sing the blues. So put a song in your heart and walk on down the road. Just put a song in your heart. a song in your heart. Just put a song in your heart and walk on down the road. Just put a song in your heart and walk on down the road. Walk on down the road. Walk on down the road. Get on down that road now, 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 now. Get now, get. Yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Excuse me if I don't take it seriously. I thought there was a party going on. And there was dancing and singing and ringing the bells and lovers rolling around on the lawn. But then I came to, and what did I see? A bunch of sad sack faces all staring at me, saying, get to work, boy, ain't nothing for free. Hey, where's my party going on? Excuse me if I don't take it seriously. I thought there was a party right around here. And they was jumping and bumping and playing guitars and people drinking lots of beer. But then I came to, and what did I see? A bunch of sad sack faces all staring at me, saying, we ain't having no fun, boy, why should you be? Hey, where's my party going on? Sometimes I think maybe they're alright. I should work all day and sleep all night, but I get so tired right around the morning light. Excuse me, but don't take it seriously. I thought there was a party going on. And there was laughing and acting the fool and everybody going till dawn. But then a bright light flashed, and what did I see? A big old dude with a badge shining his light down on me, saying, the party's over, boy, someplace you want to be. Hey, where's my party going on? Sometimes I think maybe they're alright. I should work all day and sleep all night, but I get so tired right around the morning light. Excuse me if I don't take it seriously. I thought there was a party going on. And they was dancing and singing and ringing the bells and everybody going till dawn. But then I walked through the fog. What did I see? A big old bony-fingered dude pointing down at me, saying, the party's over, boy, now time to come with me. Hey, where's my party going on? I said the party's over, now time to come with me. Hey, where's my party going on? I said the party's over, now time to come with me. Hey, where's my party going on? Hey, hey. That's right, you gotta enjoy yourself, even while we're working towards a better day for everybody. You got enjoy the ride, enjoy the struggle. Keep moving towards a better day and making the best of it. Having fun with it. We got to celebrate life while we're moving towards a better day for everybody. There's going to be some sad days, of course, but we need to keep our heads up and keep sharing love with each other and peace and love. Let's sing a song. Let's sing a song about peace and love. Let's sing a song. Let's sing a song about love. Let's sing about peace and love. Let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance to a song about peace and love. Let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance to a song about love. Let's dance to peace and love. Do-do-do-do-do. 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 Let's walk and talk about peace and love. Let's walk, let's talk. Let's walk and talk about love. Let's walk, talk peace and love. Let's dance, let's dance. Let's dance to a song about peace and love. Let's dance, let's dance. Let's dance to a song about love. Let's dance to peace and love. Do-do-do-do-do. 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 Let's sing a song. Let's sing a song about peace and love. Let's sing a song. Let's sing a song about love. Let's sing about peace and love. Let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance to a song about peace and love. Let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance to a song about love. Let's dance to peace and love. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey! That's right. We got to keep enjoying the ride. Keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. Housing the homeless, common sense gun laws, good public education, good quality health care for everybody. We don't need to give up on anything, keep moving forward. But enjoy the ride, enjoy the walk, enjoy the struggle. Get out there and peacefully protest. Take part in our democracy, in our constitutional democratic republic. And shout people down when you hear racism or hatred. Whenever you hear it, go ahead and shout them down. That's your right. You don't have to listen to people spreading hate and racism. You can say, no, that's wrong. If you hear somebody cheering on assassins, you say, no, that's wrong, that's evil. If you hear somebody saying that we've gotten past racism in this country and that everybody has the same rights, you say, I'm sorry, we haven't gotten there yet. Let's keep working at it. Let's keep working towards a better day for everybody. Make it a little bit better as we go. Make it a little bit better. Never make it perfect, but make it a little bit better as we go. Make it a little bit better as we go. Make it a little bit better as we go. Make it a little bit better. Never make it perfect, but make it a little bit better as we go. Make it a little bit better as we go. Someone's always crying, there'll always be pain. Some need the sunshine and some need rain. The world keeps spinning, we can't slow it down, but we can help each other while it's turning around. And make it a little bit better as we go. Make it a little bit better. Never make it perfect, but make it a little bit better as we go. Make it a little bit better as we go. Can't solve every problem, can't stop every crime. Oh, we can't turn back time. The world keeps spinning, we can't slow it down, but we can help each other while it's turning around. And make it a little bit better perfect, but make it a little bit better as we go. Make it a little bit better as we go. That's right. Keep working towards a better day. Well, I'm playing all my songs tonight, I guess, and some of them I'm forgetting. But I'll play one of my brother Hollywood Joe Kelley Jr. songs, because it's his girlfriend Julie's birthday today. Julie Comstock, happy birthday, Julie. Love you. It's like shaving in the dark. It's like walking in the park where there's no trees, like a dog without fleas. It's like no furniture in the room. It's like dustpan without a broom. It's like not watching soap operas at noon. That's what it is, that's what it is, that's what it is, that's what it is when your baby's gone and you're all alone. That's what it is, that's what it is, that's what it is, that's what it is, that's what it is. It's like no beer in the bars. It's like moon without the stars. It's like not seeing it. It's like not seeing any aliens up on Mars. That's what it is, that's what it is, that's what it is, that's what it is when your baby's gone and you're all alone. That's what it is, that's what it is, that's what it is, that's what it is, that's what it is. When your baby's gone and you're all alone. That's what it is, that's what it is, that's what it is, that's what it is, that's what it is. Let me try that verse again. I'll try to get one of these verses right tonight. It's like no gasoline for your cars. It's like no beer in the bars. It's like not seeing any aliens up on Mars. That's what it is, that's what it is, that's what it is, that's what it is when your baby's gone and you're all alone. That's what it is, that's what it is, that's what it is, that's what it is, that's what it is. Happy birthday, Julie. I know I'll get that song right one of these nights, but not tonight. If I sing a love song, asleep in my bed, will you be the tune runs through my head? And if I cry an ocean of tears from my eyes, will you lift up your head and save me with your lullabies? Carry my sorrows, carry my joys, fill my tomorrows, keep me from noise. If I leave tomorrow without any word, will you understand the voice that I heard? And if I'm not returning for years till I die, will you lift up my head and save me with your lullabies? Carry my sorrows, carry my joys, fill my tomorrows, keep me from noise. Somewhere on a winter's morning, I will see your face as you come down the road, and I'll know that it is you by the smile that comes to my heart. Somewhere on a winter's morning, you will see my face as I come down the road, and you'll know that it is me by the smile that comes to your heart. And the world will be much better then. We'll leave all our sorrows behind, and in time we'll be the best of friends. Who cares for the past? Never you mind. And the world will be much better then. We'll leave our sorrows behind, and in time we'll be the best of friends. Who cares for the past? Never you mind. Somewhere on a winter's morning,
There's 3 other dudes.
I will see your face as you come down the road, and I'll know that it is you by the smile that comes to my heart.
I don't like saying that.
Well, let's keep working towards a better day, keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. Standing up against hatred and racism, standing up for the basics for human beings, a decent place to live, food to eat, health care, good public education, good common sense gun laws. We can do great things in this country. They have been done before, and we need to keep moving forward. Tell your leaders, your public servants. My song is just a song, just a dream to sing along to. A dream that can't be sold for silver or the gold, but something you can hold in the part of your heart that cries in the night, longs for the day when something goes right, and yearns for loving arms to hold you tight. Sweet dreams and restful nights. I sing you a sunny day. I sing your worries all away. I sing you loving arms to hold you tight. Sweet dreams and restful nights. I sing you a sunny day. I sing your worries all away. I sing you loving arms to hold you tight. Sweet dreams and restful, peaceful nights. Peace and love.
Got nerve?